Hello and welcome, beautiful souls, to my channel, Light of Shaya. My channel is all about illuminating the spiritual path forward and bringing you uplifting messages of love and light. Once again, welcome. Today, we're going to be doing a pick-a-card reading for messages from our ancestors. Got this little card here to represent any loved ones, passed on ones, who would like to come through here in this reading for you. Alrighty, so pile 1 here, we have the selenite wand. Pile 2, we have the teardrop-shaped tiger's eye. Pretty fond of this stone myself. And then we have the bumblebee jasper here. So go ahead and take a moment here to meditate on the stacks. Feel free to pause the video. There will be timestamps left for you in the description box, and I'll see you at your piles. Alrighty, pile 1, welcome. If you chose this lovely selenite wand, this is going to be your reading. So let's go ahead and get into the messages from your ancestors. So we have the 6 of Winter. Positive changes are on their way, a welcome relief from troubled times, traveling or relocating. The Emperor, use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organized, a firm but compassionate leader. We have, Cat Spirit, claim your independence. That seems to be coinciding with the Emperor here. Interestingly enough, this card is also number 4. We have the Oracle. Wait for important information. Okay. We have the High Priest here. Intend and create. Animal Guardian. Trust your instincts. This is the main card of the Angel and Ancestors Oracle deck. That's pretty powerful. We have the Peacock. Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Wow. We have Death. And the Devil. Alrighty, pile 1. This is some pretty interesting energy here. Got 3 major arcanas out of the 4 tarot cards that I pulled. So your ancestors are really trying to push you here to really, with Cat Spirit, really reclaim your independence. So there may be a need here for you to have a little more structure in your life. Perhaps you've been, not that there's anything wrong with this, but you've been working a lot from the heart space, and they're kind of calling you to maybe step into more of the logical space here with the Emperor, so that you can really create the structure that you require in your life. So if you're working on something, there may be a need for you to maybe create a better plan, more of a structure. And I think it's really interesting that the Emperor here is holding a heart. If I can pick up the card again. Here we are. So you can kind of see here, he has this heart, and he's kind of just holding it up there. And he has the world on his staff here. This is really powerful energy. I'm getting the sense that some of you may be traveling within the near future. Take it as it resonates, of course. Things are a little bit different for everybody, but some of you will be traveling. This may be only for a small percentage of you with the 6 of Winter here. But with the Death card and the Devil card here, I'm seeing that perhaps there was a previous situation that ended that may have been keeping you in somewhat of a pattern or some sort of loop, or you're still feeling somewhat bound to something. And I'm getting the sense here that the 6 of Winter and Death, this is you trying to release that and reclaim your independence. I'm actually going to read out of the book for the Peacock Spirit, but the peacock is a really beautiful bird who's very the sense that I'm getting from this card right now, just intuitively, with the claim your independence, this may be something related to really understanding your self-worth and how beautiful you really are. There may have been a previous situation that really hurt you, perhaps, with the Judgment card here. It says, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. And the way I'm reading this, your ancestors are trying to ask you here to release judgment from people, because each person is on their own personal journey, and it's very difficult at times for us to distinguish why people take the actions, or make the decisions to take certain actions, or make decisions that may seem selfish or self-driven, without much consideration of others. The reason some people do this is perhaps they're not living as conscious of a life as you are. And so in this case here, your ancestors are asking you to move away from this way of thinking, to move away from judgment, and really step into the energy of forgiveness. Forgiveness is incredibly powerful, because when we allow somebody to tie us down, like the devil, what ends up happening is that it keeps us constricted, it keeps us confined, it keeps us in a place where we can't really develop ourselves and really embody our true nature. There's Especially here with the high priest, intend and create. Remember, our thoughts and our emotions, our feelings, do play a role in the reality that we create. So your ancestors are really, really trying to push you to release judgment, forgive whoever it is that has hurt you in the past, and release that tie. This is going to be an extremely transformative process for you that's going to help you heal quite a bit of previous wounds. Some of you, I'm getting, may have had some sort of addiction. This may not resonate for everybody, or you could have been dealing with somebody who had some sort of addiction. And this has been a very painful kind of situation that you just want to be over and done with the Six of Winter and Death. We have the oracle here, which says, wait for important information. So there is something that you're not seeing right now. And basically what spirit, or excuse me, your ancestors, well, one and the same in a sense, right? Because they're part of the multifaceted diamond of the divine. Here we have the idea of really hidden knowledge, and perhaps you're being led in a very distinct direction with trust your instincts. There's something that you're feeling is right, and they're telling you, your ancestors are asking you to trust yourself, trust your intuition, trust your instincts. When your body is reacting to some sort of information, you will typically know what the next steps are to take. Now, interestingly enough, with the oracle card here, I am seeing a snake, and the snake does resemble healing. So there's a lot of healing going on for you as well, and perhaps the information that you will receive will allow you to heal yourself. But first, you do need to release judgment and forgive whoever it is that may have caused you any sort of pain. When you start to do this, you actually step into your power, and I'm seeing a coinciding message between Cat Spirit, the High Priest, and the Emperor. And there's a sense of power behind forgiving people, and it allows you to really just step into your power, because when you realize that your emotions, or rather your reaction to a certain situation, is really being aware and conscious that you can change the way you feel, is incredibly empowering. And when you learn how to do this, you become more independent, you become more sure of yourself, and this allows you really to step into your authenticity and your power to create the life that you want. I'm seeing the Emperor here with the globe that is on the staff, and with this High Priest. It's like when you come into this, it's going to be a very incredible transformation for you, because you're really going to understand that you can change the world. You can change your own internal world, your external world, Because remember, the microcosm will always match the macrocosm. So when you change and make these shifts internally, what ends up happening is that externally, you're going to see your world shift. It's going to really empower you. I'm going to go ahead and read quickly out of the Spirit Animal Oracle book here for the peacock, because I feel like there might be an important message in there that you guys need to hear. Oh, yes. It's kind of coinciding with what I was saying here. So it says, inner beauty, compassion, assimilator of anything. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. You see how that really coincides with the idea of the microcosm matching the macrocosm? This is an incredibly empowering message for you. Your ancestors are really asking you to step into your power right now. I'm going to continue reading. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self and others. So when the peacock within you is in balance, this brings you a sense of confidence and you're kind. However, when it's out of balance, it feels like you can't digest situations. You can't really step into the logical mind because perhaps you're being tied down by your emotions. And in order for you to bring yourself into balance, it's important for you to meditate on your solar plexus chakra. So do you see how this message is really coinciding? Your ancestors are coming through very strongly here with the idea that they're trying to convey a message here regarding to the power that you have over certain situations. Remember, things happen for us and not to us. But when things happen, we usually have a visceral response to them if they don't suit what it is that we want, right? Oftentimes, Spirit doesn't give you the things that you want. They give you the things that you need. And your ancestors are kind of trying to step you into alliance with this, of the idea that, yes, you can intend and create your reality as you please. You are more than capable. You're perfectly capable of this power. With the Emperor card here just standing above all the other cards, I mean, and the cat spirit here, it's just, this is an incredibly powerful message that is going to be very transformational when you learn these lessons. The fact that you have these three major arcana is really just coinciding with this. And then we have the high priest. I'm just trying to convey how incredibly powerful this reading is for you, pile one, because you are a creator and you are a part of the creator. And once again, when you shift internally, your external circumstances will begin to change. I'm trying to see if there's any other messages here, but this is a very strong message coming through for you regarding, once again, just being able to release certain situations. Since this card is really calling out to me, I usually don't read out of the book from the angel and ancestors, but I'm going to go ahead and do that for you now. Please do give me a moment while I figure out where this card is. But if you're liking the content so far, please do hit the like and subscribe button. It really does help the channel grow, and it allows me to deliver more of these uplifting messages to more and more people just like you who are looking for guidance and understanding of the self. So here we have, the message is, trust the powerful animal spirit within to learn more about yourself and your talents. You have a powerful animal within that can be wild, protective, instinctive, and even calm. Animals don't second guess how they feel, they just express it, and you can learn from that. When this card arises, it's important to connect with how you really feel, how you want to feel, and what you really need. Take the time to connect with your animal energy and express it naturally. Let even the fiercest energy move through you before returning to your natural state. It will teach you a lot about your gifts and how you can grow. So, the way I'm interpreting this card is with the judgment and forgiveness card here. And this really coincides with the peacock spirit of being able to digest information, right? So the way I'm reading this is, do not be afraid of the feelings that you're experiencing through your current circumstance or ever, really. Like, I do want to emphasize that it is okay for you to feel things deeply. And I want to really push this. Let's see, how do I word this? This is our emotions are a guidance system. They're our internal compass. They're incredibly divine in nature because they really help us understand ourselves more. When we experience anger, when we experience pain of some sort, whether it be sadness, heartbreak, some sort of loss, these feelings need to flow through us. Trying to suppress them or trying to force our way or move our way very quickly through them actually prolongs the healing process. So, and this is a part of our animal nature for us to experience things on a visceral level. There's a reason why we feel things quickly, and perhaps some people may be quick to anger, and that's okay. There's no judgment here for me on that. On you because of that. If you're experiencing certain feelings that would be considered like negative, I use more like shadow, the shadow energy, because I feel like that's more coinciding because we have yin and yang within us. There's a dark and a light. So when you feel these heavier energies, allow yourself the time to process them and allow yourself the space to do that in a very understanding and compassionate way towards yourself. Do not get frustrated with yourself. Don't beat yourself up about it, because it's okay for you to feel that way. And your ancestors really want you to understand that when you feel this way, there's a reason for it, but don't stay in that space for too long. Don't feed the pain body, so to speak. So don't like give yourself destructive thoughts. Rather, allow yourself to analyze and observe your emotions in a detached manner, similar to the way the emperor would. He takes a step back. The reason why he can be very compassionate is because he's very logical in his approach. And a good emperor realizes that he needs to balance his emotions with logic. If he gets stuck in an emotion, it clouds his judgment. And that may be very well another meaning behind the judgment card here. So I think that's the last message that I have here for you. If you're waiting on making some sort of decision or move, just as a last note, just wait for the information that you need. I'm not sure what that will be. I'm not really seeing any clarity here, but your ancestors, I'm hearing spirit has a plan, and there's a reason why you may not know what it is that you need to know right now. It's a part of the process. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, Pile One. I really appreciate every single one of you. If you haven't heard it today, I think you're absolutely beautiful. So yeah, that's pretty much gonna wrap up the reading for me here. Thank you once again, and I will catch you guys later. Take care. Compile 2, if you chose this lovely tiger's eye, this is going to be your reading. So let's go ahead and get started with what your ancestors have to say. So we have the Nine of Spring. Protect the fruits of your labor. Prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. Environmental conservation. Okay. Ace of Spring, we have, it's time to take action. Be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. Amazing career opportunities. Okay, nice. We have Cow Spirit, the miracles are endless. Wow, okay. Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. Okay. Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. Sun, enjoy success and happiness. Wow, you guys got the cosmic egg. I'm getting chills. Whoa, this is really, really beautiful energy you're stepping into. Okay. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. We have Justice and the Knight of Cups. Wow, pile 2. Okay, pile 2, you guys are, your ancestors have some really important messages for you here. I don't even know where to begin because there's so much beautiful energy here. And before I started the reading, I had a sense of sadness coming from you guys. So some of you may be experiencing some sadness, perhaps related to the loneliness here. I got that feeling very strongly. I'm not sure where this is coming from, but the your ancestors, for one, are incredibly proud of you. I'm seeing that immediately here, but they're telling you that you're on the brink of something very, very crucial in your life. You're at a turning point in your life right now, and this is really clearly being seen through just the amount of power coming through these cards. So with the Nine of Spring here, you may be feeling a bit weary, you may be feeling a bit burdened, and they're saying that I'm getting the impression here that this is part of the process for you right now. This is kind of, in a sense, your ancestors are letting you know that this is a test from spirit, um, for your growth. There's a lot of growth occurring for you right now, and this is why you need to kind of step into your power and really just, with the take time to reflect here. It's really they're trying to emphasize for you that, in order for you to continue moving forward during to your current or through your current path to reach the destination that you've been waiting for, it's important for you to really take some time to meditate and look within. Um, Try to understand how you got into the circumstances that you may be in here now, and take a moment as well to analyze the feelings that you have. Why do you feel the way that you do? What is it that's pushing you? What is it that drives you? And I'm getting, let's see, hold on. I'm getting some sort of, I think the importance here is the why. That's kind of the sense that I'm getting. The importance here is the why. Um, I think your ancestors, what they're trying to ask you right now to do is, when you're reflecting, ask yourself why you want the things that you want. Whether they be good or bad, I mean, it really is hard to say here. What drives you is what I'm hearing. What drives you? What is motivating you? What is pushing you through this? And this isn't because they want you to, they don't think that what it is that you want you're worthy of or anything like that. I'm getting the sense of, I think it's important for you to reflect on why you want the things that you want, so you can understand more of yourself, because you're a very complex being, and there may be a need. I'm getting called here to the Justice card. A need of balancing within the self. For some of you, this is not going to resonate for everybody, but you may be dealing with some sort of signing of contracts. This may be a new job, a new career, a new business opportunity where there will be paperwork that needs to be signed. I'm hearing, read the fine print. If you're going to be stepping into this, just read the fine print to make sure that everything's going according to plan, because there may be some unexpected challenges that may occur. We have the Knight of Cups here, so I'm getting a few different energies for those of you who are single. Um, so there's two different things. There's two different messages here. There's going to be a time of prosperity for you, most definitely. I'm just getting that sense. It's not quite here yet, but it will be soon, and it's not going to happen overnight. This is something that's going to be happening steadily. I'm getting the impression of there's going to be some forward movement, and the prosperity is not only in you finding a job or some sort of career, something. This is going to resonate differently for everybody, but you're going to be finding something that you feel very passionate about, and you're going to be incredibly happy, and you're going to be incredibly successful in this endeavor with the Sun card. This is all being divinely guided with the cosmic egg and the cow spirit here. I'm actually going to be reading out of the book for these two cards because I'm feeling the need to. There's some powerful messages there that I'm getting the sense of. I mean, I kind of know what the cosmic egg is already about, but there's a message there that you guys need to hear directly from the book. With pride here, usually pride is looked at as a shadow aspect of ourselves, but this is not how I'm reading this card. What your ancestors are asking you to do now is take time to be more proud of yourself. Take the time to appreciate just how resilient you are and just how capable you are of doing the things that you do, because I'm hearing they're incredibly proud of you, and they want you to know that you deserve to be proud of yourself. For some of you, we do have a love offer coming in. It's going to come in a very romantic way. So there's a sense of, I'm getting like you guys are going to be stepping into this place where like all your needs are going to be met. There's going to be, I'm not seeing the 10 of cups because it's not quite here yet. It's going to come, I'm hearing. It's going to be here, but it's going to start off very small. It's going to start off with somebody that you're most likely going to fall head over heels over, I'm hearing. And you're going to be incredibly just happy, overall happiness. It's like I'm getting the sense of happiness is you're stepping through this. Some of you may actually be coming out of the dark night of the soul. I'm getting that impression for some of you. That may not resonate for everybody, but there's a sense of you kind of just, it's like you were walking through a very dark forest where you couldn't quite see the path forward, but you're starting to finally see the light of day with the sun. You're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Some of you have been feeling lonely. Perhaps you've been looking for a partner. Perhaps you've been looking for that sense of completion and I'm not sensing codependency from you at all. It's more like I know myself and I'm strong and I know that I don't need a lover, but I'm getting the sense that you would like to have somebody that gives and takes, like that you give equally, and there's equal give and take. There we go. There's somebody that kind of in a sense balances you out, somebody that just makes you feel in a sense complete, somebody to witness just how amazing your life is and how amazing your lives can be together. Spirit is saying that you're likely going to be experiencing this within, I heard for some of you, within the months to come. So this may not be here yet, but it will be here. Do trust that there's going to be a great deal of abundance. I mean, look at these cards. You have the sun here and you have the miracles are endless from Cow Spirit. Like, wow, I'm just getting that sense of like, oh my goodness, you guys are going to be stepping into some really, really beautiful energy here. So let me go ahead and read. First, we're going to read from for the Magic Guardian from the Angel and Ancestors Oracle book. All right. So with the Magic Guardian here, we have stop looking outside yourself and recognize that you have incredible power within. Okay. I'm just looking at wow, this is such a beautiful card. And she's holding some sort of cup in her hand as well. You are the magic. You are the answer. You have it all within you. If you've been searching for an answer or a reason to focus, recognize that all that you are looking for is already within you. You are a powerful and magical person with the capacity to direct your intentions and will your desires into being. But your power can only be powerful when you own it. So take time to acknowledge it. Your ability to dedicate yourself to a goal and make it happen is a real gift that you are being guided to recognize now. See what I mean? That coincides very strongly with the message that was coming through for me with the proud card. Like, you need to really take the time. Your ancestors are really asking you, be proud of yourself, Pile 2. Be proud of yourself. You deserve to feel that sense of pride for the hard work that you've been putting into. With the Nine of Spring here, you are likely very tired. You have been investing into something very strongly, and they're just asking you to be very, very proud of yourself because you deserve it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and read the Cosmic Egg here because this is a very powerful message. I believe it's the last card in this deck. Yeah, it most definitely is. If you guys are enjoying the content, please do hit the like and subscribe button. It really does help the channel grow, and it really does help me deliver these uplifting messages that I feel people really do need to hear. A lot of us do need this sense of like guidance and the feeling that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And I feel like clearly you're stepping into some beautiful energy, and I would love to be able to share this with more and more people. So I'm going to shut up about that now. I'm going to start reading from the book here. So we have completion, harmony, the infinite within the finite. This is pretty lengthy, so do bear with me. The Cosmic Egg is the final card in the journey of the Animal Spirit deck, and it represents the unfolding of cosmic consciousness. This state emerges after we have tread the path for quite some time, and through self-effort and grace, we experience self-realization. A sense of contentment and oneness spontaneously arises within us, and the veils of our self-limiting beliefs are lifted. When the essence of the cosmic egg has not been activated, we may feel as if we will never get there, or that we travel alone, disconnected from others. I'm going to stop here because, like, wow, with the Nine of Spring here and the loneliness card, oh my goodness, you guys, this is so beautiful. This is incredible. Um, your ancestors are just, they're so proud of you. They are, I'm getting that sense of pride right now. Even if our encounter with this card is brief, appearing as a momentary glimmer or flash of interconnectedness, its potent energy stays with us. The cosmic egg is a remedy for the fragmentation of modern life. It's through the power of this card that we are reminded of the cosmic contract written at the beginning. We hold on to life, and life holds on to us. The journey is complete, but it does not end. The cosmic egg is also associated with the seventh chakra. So perhaps you guys could spend some time working with your crown chakra. Yeah, so I'm getting the sense here. For some of you, you may have been going through the dark night of the soul, and you're starting to finally see the interconnectedness of your being with the all. And this is incredibly beautiful energy for you to understand, because when you understand that you're a pure being of consciousness, your life begins to change and you begin to behave in a very different manner. You're no longer living an unconscious life. You're living a conscious life. And I want you to understand just how powerful that is. The majority of people nowadays are living an unconscious life. There are more awakenings happening now than ever before. And I would know as well, because my awakening honestly happened earlier this year. So the idea is, and for those of you watching at a later date, this is the year 2020. But there's just this sense of recognizing pile two, recognize your worth, recognize your power, recognize just how incredible you are, because your ancestors, they're so incredibly proud of you, and those blessings that you've been waiting for what may have felt like forever, are finally starting to come through. It's just going to take a little more time. But there, you may start to see, for some of you, you may start to see the results slowly trickling in. It's kind of like the rain. It's like it's slowly starting to drizzle and trickle. The water is going to be trickling in, and then all of a sudden the deluge is going to come, and those waters are just going to be so refreshing and healing for you. Um, I'm trying to see if I'm picking up any other messages here. You know what, you guys? I think that's it. Yeah, that's going to be it for you today, Pile 2. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate every single one of you. If nobody has told you this today, I think you are absolutely beautiful. And I just want to thank you so much for being here with me today. I'm sending you much love and light. Take care. Hello and welcome, Pile 3. If you chose the Bumblebee Jasper here, this is going to be your reading. I hope you're all doing well today. Let's go ahead and get started with your messages. We have the Three of Autumn. Follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do. Being compensated for your creative talents. Okay, wow. We have the Four of Spring. Be grateful. You have much to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace and happiness. A contented personal life. Wow, this is really beautiful, Pile 3. We have Dolphin Spirit. This and that are true. We have Owl Spirit. You see clearly now. Ooh, Spring. See your seeds grow. Seer. See beyond the current situation. Medicine Guardian. Be open to healing information. And take a look at this, you guys. We have Dolphin again. Okay, this is going to be a very powerful message here, because of just the fact that they're coinciding. Okay, we have self-esteem. I possess the gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Try and find some space here. I think you guys got one extra message. if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong. We have imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Wow, there's a lot of coinciding energies here for you guys, pile three. Ooh, we have the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Okay. And then we have the Five of Swords. Okay, interesting. Everything's looking good. The only energy here that is a little bit questionable is the Five of Swords, and I think that coincides with the Seer card here. Alrighty, pile three. So our I do need to say this for one. For some of you, not all of you, if you felt the need to watch pile two, this may be an extension of that message for some of you. But that's only going to be for a few of you. Let's see. Wow, you're going to be stepping into some really beautiful energy here. There is something that may have been hidden from you with the Seer card. I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way first, and then we'll get into the really good stuff. Something that you didn't see here with the Five of Swords, I'm getting the sense, and the Seer card, I'm getting the sense that there may have been some form of deception from somebody around you. Be careful with certain people, perhaps. Try to be cautious when sharing personal information. Your intuition will lead you through this, I'm sure. For some of you, this is a current energy, a past energy, I'm getting strongly. And then for some of you, this may be a future energy. But your ancestors are asking you to really move above what this situation is and try and look at it from a different perspective. Because with Dolphin Spirit, this and that are true. I'm getting the sense that there is some truth in what it is that you are believing about something, but it's not completely true. There's a sense of this and that. It's like a half truth, if that makes sense. It's like you may not be seeing things clearly, but you will be soon with the Owl Spirit here. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's get into the really good stuff, into the true substance of this reading. So with the Spring card here, we see your seeds grow, and then we have the Four of Spring in this particular deck. The Four of Spring is the Four of Wands, but they're called Spring. You're going to be entering a state of absolute contentment, happiness. With the Nine of Cups here, this is your wish fulfillment. There's been something that perhaps you've been working on, or something that you've been dealing with, that may be coming in somewhat, perhaps even serendipitously. I'm hearing for some of you, it's just going to kind of fall in your lap, and you're going to be like, "Whoa, I was not expecting this." For others, that may not be the case. This may be something that you were working on. But with the Three of Autumn here, your ancestors are really pushing you towards following your creative passions. If you have some sort of project, this may involve a collaboration with people. So if you're working with certain people in a business setting or something along those lines, and you're passionate about this particular subject, maybe that's what the Five of Swords is about. Be careful about competition within the workplace for some of you, okay? With the Three of Autumn, I'm getting the sense that basically they're telling you to work on your craft. If there's something that you're feeling that you need to pursue, or are already pursuing, and it makes you happy, continue with this, because there's going to be some sort of breakthrough for you. You're just going to be stepping into this really, really beautiful energy. You're going to finally start seeing some sort of results growing, and it's not going to happen overnight. This is something that's going to take a little bit of time and effort on your behalf, but your ancestors are saying that whatever work that you've put into something is going to really start paying off. With the Medicine Guardian here, it says be open to healing information. This may be in regards to the Five of Swords and the Seer card here, of not being able to see beyond a certain situation, but there may be somebody that may be coming towards you with some sort of truth regarding some sort of past hurt, or some sort of deceptive behavior on their behalf, and this is really going to help heal you and help you be able to see things more clearly, be able to have a sense of what is the word that I'm looking for? Sureness. There's a better word for it, but you're going to be feeling more sure of yourself, more sure of the situation. You're just going to be stepping into things with more confidence, and this is coming through as well with the self-esteem card. card. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. And this is likely, some of you are most likely light workers, and your creative endeavor is going to bring a lot of healing into the world. You're going to be helping raise the vibration of the collective consciousness here by working on your craft, whether that be art, music, tarot readings, anything that's creative in nature, very feminine in nature, in the sense of creation. And with imagination, this is further being emphasized. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. So your ancestors are really asking you to be more confident about the gifts that you possess, because they're quite beautiful, and they're asking you to use your imagination. There's like a childlike energy here that I'm really feeling. It's like a sense of wonder, and just you may be starting to see the world in a very different way from what you used to. Like it's almost like you're viewing the world through the eyes of a child all over again. Like everything seems, in a sense, new and fascinating, and just incredible. The mirror, you're kind of like stepping into the feeling of like a miracle. Like you can't believe that life can be so miraculous there, that spirit can really just bring things into our lives, and that we can co-create with along the universe, and really just embody the creator within. I'm seeing the magician in my mind here. You're going to be stepping into this beautiful, just there's so much happiness coming through in this reading. Let me see here. There's definitely a sense of wish fulfillment. You may be getting married. Some of you may be getting married with the Four of Spring and the Nine of Cups. You may have met somebody or will be meeting somebody that is just going to fulfill you in so many different ways. You're probably just going to be absolutely floored by just how amazing that this relationship will be. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read out of the book for these two cards here, okay? So I would like to ask for your patience here. If you're enjoying the content so far, please do hit the like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel with delivering these messages to more and more people. People just like you who need a little more clarity and understanding in their lives, and really do need a little more uplifting, because we can all use that from time to time, right? So anyway, let's go ahead and get started with the dolphin spirit. This card here, not the other one. This and that are true. Dolphin spirit, like her earthly manifestation, is a reminder of duality. As the dolphin is both mammal and sea creature, so too is dolphin spirit both this and that. Two truths coexist, the story you tell and another as well. The duality of life is present when we are suffering, for there is a blessing too in the helpers that appear. Within clouds are silver linings. And I have to turn the page here. When we later reflect on what happened, we can see that a situation was both this and that, and a choice led to both joy and sorrow. No relationship is either all good or all bad, and people have qualities of both light and shadow. Focus on the positive, for light exists alongside the darkness. Dolphin Spirit calls for you to come up from below and enjoy a weightless moment in the sun as you dive in and out of this and then that, accepting and even enjoying the duality of life. Why not join Dolphin Spirit in acknowledging and affirming the blessings present in this moment? In all areas of your life, there are aspects of both this and that. Today, you can celebrate this fact and recognize the complexity and the beauty of the fabric of the universe. You are at a place right now where your past self is still present as you move towards the new self you are becoming. Aspects of both selves are present. So even if you want to say goodbye to what was, you're required to find solace in this between time. Today is not a day to choose one over another either, but rather to accept things as they are without judgment or resistance. Even in matters of the heart, duality is present. Your next action will be obvious when you drop your bias and see things as a whole. Wow. Okay. So this may be in regards to this Five of Swords once again, because that's kind of what I was getting. There may be a situation where your experience, your ancestors are validating your experience and what you had with this particular situation. There's a sense of you're really starting to understand the duality of life, and that beauty does come from the darkness. We go through some really, really difficult times as our soul is goes through some very, very rough lessons that our soul lined up for, or signed up for, rather. And so this may have been an experience with a past person, and there's a sense of perhaps you just trying to cut the cord, trying to move on from it, trying to disregard it. This could have been a person or a situation in general. Um, Once again, I'm being called to watch. For those of you who felt, I just need to feel the need to say it. For those of you who felt like pile two might have resonated, do watch that, or felt that you were called to it by your intuition. Do watch that pile as well, because there's most likely a message in there for you. But with back to you, pile three. So you're seeing the beauty, and this really steps into that beautiful energy of the inner child, of seeing the world in a sense of wonder. Now it's because you've stepped into this new idea, this new way of being, of like seeing basically just how beautiful life is, even in the darkest moments. You're stepping into a much better space right now. You're stepping into a place where you're not quite there yet. It's like you took the first step into the light. You finally may have emerged from a very difficult time, and you're stepping into the light, and you're just feeling the warmth of the sun upon your skin, and you're really just embracing that moment. And your ancestors are calling you to embrace that moment. They're asking you to savor it and really just bask in the space between the darkness and the light, the space between the past hurtful events that have happened that led you to the place that you're going to be going into soon. Wow, that's really powerful. I'm going to go ahead and read out of the book for Dolphin Spirit here, or the dolphin. Give me just one moment. Thank you for your patience, guys. Here we are. Okay. Innately intelligent, healer, light, blessings. So once again, some of you are most likely light workers. The gifts of the dolphin are beyond what our human minds can grasp. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts, as they are sensitive to the subtle and enjoy working on the level of spirit. It's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact they make in the world. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma that coming in contact with a dolphin type will change the entire course of your day, and thus your life. This card can also indicate a profound blessing is on the way. When in balance, you're an active healer and have a strong spiritual practice. When it's out of balance, you underestimate your own power. And to bring into balance, you find like-minded spirits. Wow. Some of you are being very, very drawn to some sort of craft and passion that once again is going to heal many people. And with this particular card, I'm getting the sense that this really links with the self-esteem card here, where your ancestors are telling you that you need to step into a space where you understand that you're more powerful than you think you are. You are immensely powerful. You are so intelligent. You are so beautiful. You are incredible beings of light. And you signed up to be here and experience this 3D realm, this physicality and the duality, the dual nature of the universe in the flesh. And they're saying that you may not be recognizing just how incredible you are, and your resilience, the power behind you. There's just this sense of there's an immensity to you. Some of you may be like sixth dimensional souls, beings, who came to Earth to understand what self-love is, what it means to be loved by yourself, what it means to understand your own self-worth. Because the beings of the sixth dimension, they're beings of service. They oftentimes neglect their own needs because they see themselves, or rather they see everything in them. So by giving to others, to giving to the collective, to giving to the universe, to source, to other beings, they're in a sense giving to themselves. But in this plane, it works just a little bit differently because we have the dual nature and we have the sense of self. When you start moving up through consciousness, you begin to blend more and more with the all, and the sense of separation begins to dissipate. There's no true sense of self. There never has been. There technically isn't even in this realm because um, we're all connected, and because of the density of this particular dimension, we cannot fathom that concept very easily. When we enter this planet or incarnate into the physical reality, because it's not just this planet, there's we enter what's called the veil of forgetting. And so your soul calls you. I'm sorry, I'm kind of getting into this tangent here, but I'm feeling the need this message has to come out. Your soul forgets their identity, and some of you may suffer from certain things like sleep paralysis, or certain occurrences in your life that you couldn't understand, and that's kind of what led you into spirituality. It's because it was your soul's a job to reawaken in this life, and start to the process of healing of the self. So a lot of you need to learn the lesson of self love, self esteem, of valuing yourself, knowing your self worth, and empowering yourself, because some people may in the past have taken advantage of you with the Five of Swords here, and you may have felt even humiliated by these people, and this was a very dark lesson for you to learn. Once again, with Dolphin Spirit, this and that are true, but you're finally starting to recognize the value in this. You're starting to see things more clearly, and your ancestors are incredibly proud of you for having done this. Wow, that is an incredibly powerful message. Alrighty, pile 3. I'm not seeing any other messages here for you. Yeah, I think that's gonna pretty much wrap it up here for you, pile 3. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, do hit the like and subscribe button. But if nobody has told you this today, I think you're absolutely beautiful. I think you're incredible. So with that being said, I'm sending you much love and light. I'll see you next time. Take care.